What's good, Pittsburgh?
What's good, Pittsburgh? It's your boy, LA, a.k.a. Mr. Micah, a.k.a. Mr. Hobbs. You know what it is. Oh, man, it's an exciting time. We're glad to be here, man. Welcome to the inaugural episode of What's Good, Pittsburgh. Now, I got my co-host here, as always, Mr. Keenan, my Christ check brother, Young.
What's good, Pittsburgh? It's your boy, Keenan Young, a.k.a. K-Dot, a.k.a. Forever Young. Just here with my man, Micah. We here. What's good, Pittsburgh?
Forever Young. I like that, bro.
Thank you, man.
Can I call you Kiki?
No.
But do you love me?
Come on, man. You know I do.
All right. Are you riding?
For sure.
How come I can't call you Kiki?
You just can't do that. Can I call you Micah? Micah Knight?
Micah, yes. Micah Knight. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, then. Keep going.
Hey, we have a great show for you today, man. We have a lot of things to talk about, but we don't have a lot of time to do it. So we're going to keep this thing rolling. We had a movie review. Keenan, did you go see that movie?
I went to see Us. Let me tell you something about this movie. Suspenseful, little comedy, but it's going to keep you on your toes. All I got to do is tell you, sit back and relax. Enjoy the ride.
Don't spoil it now.
Hey, man, I'm not spoiling nothing.
All right. So we also got a sports update for these guys today. We have a special guest in the house. I'm very excited about that. We have our very own Andre McCune,
Big
a.k.a. Dunny. Y'all know what it is out there about my man Dunny, my cuz, my fam. And he's going to talk about the dismantling of the killer bees.
The killer bees.
The dismantling and how we feel about that. All right? And
Can't
what else
wait.
we got on the show today?
Oh, man, we got some stuff about this Antoine Rose case, man. And, you know, we got our thoughts on it, and we just really want to give all of our opinions and how we really feel about it because, you know, in this world right now, you know, just with the senseless murders and even with just things going on, we just want to just give some type of positive, you know, notion on it. You know what I mean?
We definitely need to talk about that.
Yeah, we definitely want to speak on it and get all 3 points of our opinions on it. So,
Amen.
Yeah, man.
And also, you know, not to end on a sour note or make anybody mad or upset or sad, but we want to keep it on a positive note at What's Good Pittsburgh because we're social innovators.
Come on, man.
We don't just talk about problems in our community.
Right.
We talk about solutions.
There you go.
We talk about answers. We like to address those things. And as y'all know, we like to do our thing and we show love. So we're going to talk about how we can stop this senseless violence.
Definitely.
Based on our opinions. You know what I mean? Also, we got a segment today. You're going to like this. It's called Cash and Prizes.
Bling, bling, ching,
So we're going
ching.
to talk about some of our sponsors because this show is sponsored. What's Good Pittsburgh, nonprofit organization, Heavenbound Ministries, sponsors this show. So we're a community outreach ministries, and we deal with this show, and it helps us market. So we do have sponsors. We're going to talk about some of them, give away some gifts, give away some cash, give away some prizes.
Can I win some cash?
You can't. No.
Okay.
No, not on this one.
My bad.
We do have a trivia question though.
We do.
If you answer the trivia question right, you may win some cash of your own. I'm not telling you the answer. I don't think I know the answer, but I may. Who knows?
We'll try.
Who knows? But before we get into that, let's talk about this movie review you got going on, bro.
Man, so let's talk about Us.
Yeah.
Us.
Now, who did that movie?
This is actually Jordan Peele, okay? He's the creator of Get Out, actually, from 2 years ago.
Oh.
And
wait a minute. Is that the Keanu guy?
Yeah,
The cat
that guy.
The cat with the hat on backwards?
There you go.
He does murder movies now, huh?
Yeah, you know, but he's suspenseful, but he's also comedy too.
Oh, yeah?
So you got to pay attention.
So it's funny?
It's funny, but there is a twist in it. Can't tell you what it is. You got to go check it out. We got to support the guy, and I'm telling you, it's something that you want to see in the theaters and not at home on Netflix. Okay,
So,
I'm gonna just tell you that.
Are you saying don't watch it on Fire Stick?
Don't watch it on a Fire Stick. Please don't do that.
I got
You'll be
that
mad.
720. I need 1080.
No, you need the big screen.
All right, you heard it here first. What's Good Pittsburgh? So, look, this is part of the episode where I want to get into what's good in Pittsburgh. We want to talk sports, all right? So there's nobody else I'd rather talk sports with than my cousin, Andre McCune. And you know what I like about Dunny?
What's up?
he's statistically sound.
Nice.
That means he knows his stats.
He knows his stats.
He knows his stats. And if you're going to talk about sports and you don't know stats, you don't need to be talking sports.
You just don't, man.
All right? So we're going to get into that, and I think it's going to be real eventful. I want to find out what happened with the Killer Bees.
I want to too, man, because you know what? Le'Veon Bell was my guy. That was my guy. Okay? I thought I was Le'Veon Bell when he was playing. That's how I felt.
Made you want to run out there.
Come on, man.
Made it look easy, huh?
I had the ball in my... What?
So, you know what? Before we just kill his segment, without further ado,
Yes.
let's get Cuzzo in here.
Let's get Big D in here.
What's good, Pittsburgh? It's your boy Andre, a.k.a. Dunny, a.k.a. the sports analyst, here to talk about the dismantling of the Killer Bees. How you feel about that one, Key?
Man, do you understand Le'Veon Bell leaving? Man, bruh. My heart is like, you know, it's a little hurt right now, man.
Yeah. Question
and
blow,
then
question
AB going to Oakland, and my heart's really hurt. You know what I mean? It's just bad. You gonna leave Ben here? I like Ben. Don't get me wrong. It's 2-time Super Bowl champion, all that good stuff. But come on, man, your time is passing.
Well, it's hard to replace 15 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, and 100 receptions that Antonio Brown was giving you. He's a perennial All-Pro.
That's crazy.
He's the only guy in NFL history to put in the last 6 seasons to make 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 100 receptions.
That's
I
nuts.
mean, that production is going to be hard to lose.
You can't.
So,
man.
and you know, just to touch on the Le'Veon Bell situation, you know, he was the only running back in the last 5 years to average 159 yards a game from scrimmage. No NFL running back in history has ever put them numbers up. So if you think about the running backs that we had in the history of the NFL, Jim Browns, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton,
Bo Jackson,
Thurman Thomases, Bo Jacksons. I mean, it's just a lot to overcome.
Man.
But if any team could do it, I feel like the Steelers can. I'm real optimistic on this year. I feel like that we draft very good. We're going to have to address a lot of positions. Cornerback, for instance. The middle linebacker position.
Well, you know what? I do like the cornerback that they got from the Chiefs.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Very productive.
They got Nelson.
And he played against AB, and he held him down pretty good.
He did.
Nelson,
he did.
right?
So, yes.
Right.
And he's more of a man-covered quarterback, but he could touch into zone.
Right.
They gave him 5 years.
Yes.
What, 35 million or 25?
No, 25. So, you know, it's going to get better as far as that. But you're not going to be accustomed to scoring the points that you were scoring these past 3-4 seasons.
Why would you say that, though, Don?
Because you're losing 15 touchdowns. You're losing
What about Juju?
extra 9 touchdowns. He's a good player, but a lot of the attention was brought, you know, off of Juju because you was getting tripled and double teamed with Antonio Brown. So with that being said, you know, the production of Juju Smith-Schuster, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. So
Well,
we're
I
going to
don't know
have to
about
be
that.
methodically.
Because he's a USC guy.
We're going to have to be real
I
methodical.
don't know
with the
about that.
movements.
I think he's going to Trojan up. I think Juju's going to be a great number 1 receiver. I think he's going to snap. I think he's going to step up to the plate.
I do. I believe that he's going to have a great year. But the numbers that you've seen from him last year, the 7 touchdowns, the 1,400 yards, that's 100 catches. That might take a hit.
That's crazy.
Because we're going to have to move the ball more methodical. We're going to have to do it as controlling the ball, controlling the time, because you have to have a great defense to try to keep other opponents' numbers down.
And speaking on defense, I love the pick that they got with picking up Mark Barron from the Rams.
I like that.
was
Beautiful
an
pick.
I like that
awesome
too.
pick.
Beautiful
I
pick.
did
That
like
was an
that.
Because
awesome pick.
of the zone defense that we like to play, he could play the cover 2, he could play the cover 3s.
And he could play safety too, because he's one of the actual first hybrids, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
That was able
And
to
he's
go
very
with.
good during the run.
Right. So he replaces Shazier as far as that speed.
As a
So-
safety to have 80 tackles, that's pretty productive.
That's very productive.
So I felt like, you know, this year, just be optimistic on, you know, I feel very optimistic on how we can still take over this division.
Okay.
And make some strides to the ultimate goal, which is to bring a 7th Super Bowl championship to the Steel City.
Forget
Stairway
them
to 7
Patriots.
still
Forget
City.
them Patriots.
Stairway to 7, man. Let's do it. I'm very excited. Now, my excitement for my Steelers is not the same as my excitement for my Lakers. And I'm very upset to say that we are not making the playoffs this year.
It's very hard, man.
Stephen A. said we were going to be in the Western Conference Finals. I was kind of riding with that one, that we was going to make the Western Conference Finals.
Well, I did think that because
Stephen A. said. So if Stephen A. said it, it's good.
He's not right all the time. You have your boy over here that's pretty good with stats and numbers too. So
I know that's right.
It's I knew that it was going to be a struggle for the Lakers because even how good and great, should I say, LeBron James is, it's not the Eastern Conference. You came into the Western Conference where top to bottom, 1 through 8 is strong. And you're not, LeBron always had a sidekick.
Sure.
He had Wade. He had Kyrie Irving's. So, you have to put another great player around it. So when they couldn't land Anthony Davis,
That was the key.
that I knew that they was going to take a hit.
A season
Because then
change.
you was going to trade all of your young youth away. And once they got they felt the vibe that they couldn't, wasn't going to be a Laker, then, it's like the production's going to go down because you lost the confidence of the team, the pulse of the team now. So it's just like, I feel like LeBron's focus really ain't into basketball right now. He has a
'Cause of
lot
the
of things going
movies
on. He got the movie Shazam coming on.
TV.
He got his TV show at the barber shop.
Yeah.
And,
It's a good show, by the way.
it's a great show.
I really actually believe that LeBron is waiting for free agency to hit because of so many free agents. You got Kyrie, you got, as you just mentioned, Anthony Davis, you got Kawhi Leonard. There's so many free agents that's going to hit Kevin Durant, There's so many that's going to hit the market within the next few months here. So, I mean, you never know what LeBron got up his sleeve and what Jenny Buss got up her sleeve,
But
to really make it happen.
The question is, can LeBron James attract the free agents?
I believe so.
Do players want to play with LeBron James?
I mean, yeah.
Because
Who
there
wouldn't
have
wanna
been
play with
whispers
LeBron?
around the NBA that players don't really want to play with LeBron James.
They would rather play with Kobe and Jordan. Why? Because of that killer instinct.
Because they know it. They give it 100% into basketball. Yeah. They go and their whole focus is trying to win a championship.
Right, exactly,
Well,
man.
speaking of winning, we're actually in Pittsburgh. We're not winning right now, And I hate to segue like this, but we do have other things that we have to talk about because we're gonna do a Lakers segment. We're gonna do a Lakers segment, and who knows?
Oh, we got
get on the
more
show.
sports to touch on.
We got more sports to touch on.
But we
right
got other
now,
life situations going on.
There's something on my heart that's pressing, bro.
Yeah, not to mention,
And we're not winning right now in Pittsburgh. This show is dedicated to you, Pittsburgh.
Right.
This show is for you, the viewer, the people that are looking at us on WorldStar, on Facebook, on Instagram,
Yes, sir.
Twitter, however you see us, YouTube. This show's for you. We're going to have a 1-800 number. You can always get in contact with us on the email or subscribe and hit us a like. Give us the little heart sign on Instagram. Hit us up on the IM, and we'll get back to you. We always take our calls. But right now, I really do want to segue into something that's very touching to my heart, which is the Antoine Rose verdict. Here in Pittsburgh, for people around the world who do not know, Antoine Rose was a young man. He was a young 17-year-old man who found himself in a situation where the police pulled him over and young Antoine ran. He was shot in the back 3 times. And when he went down, they cuffed him even. They don't talk about that much on the news.
No.
But they cuffed him while he was on the ground, shot in the back 3 times. And the officer who shot him and killed him was just found not guilty. It's heartbreaking to realize that you could kill minors who are running from you and they get the death penalty. Last time I checked, brothers, running from the police was not punishable by the death penalty. You give him 6 months in the county, give him 3 months in the county, whatever you want to do, he gets an opportunity to make it right. Death penalty, if you run from me, you die. It's just a lot of arrogance, and we know where it stems from.
Yes, sir.
So we're hurting in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And on this show, just to give you a little production update, we were going to have a special guest, Skip Rose, the family spokesperson for the Rose family. And he was going to come on today and talk about his nephew and talk about how they felt about him. But he sent the message through me. Antoine was a good kid. He made some bad decisions like everybody has made in your life. None of those decisions required the death penalty. Okay?
Not at all.
So for them to find that man not guilty, personally, it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't. It just breaks my heart, you know. What did you guys think when you found out that the verdict was not guilty?
I really wasn't surprised. I was disappointed, but not surprised. I knew that it was going to be hard to get a conviction out of it once they charged him with murder one.
Murder one, yeah.
Once they did that, I kind of figured out that, you know, he's going to end up beating this because no cop is going to get charged with murder one, especially an on-duty cop. Manslaughter, you know.
They could have got him on that manslaughter. I think they should have charged him. Or man three.
Yeah,
Murder
man three.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, but I kind of figured the fix was in to get him off of this case. And, you know, it's a sad situation because,
Very sad.
you know, growing up in the inner city and impoverished situations that we grow up in.
Where'd you grow up at, Donnie?
I grew up down in the east side of Pittsburgh. It's just a little spot called Larmer Avenue, which is very violent. It's not a lot of options for kids. You know, just not after school programs down there. Just, you know, it's really having to be the parents and you know, that and you know, just to bring up, it's just like there was only 3 of us that grew up with a mom and dad throughout the whole neighborhood.
The combination of the mother and
The father
in the house.
So, you know, that's a big part of that too. You know, you have mothers raising, you know, young men, and you know, it's hard for a mother to really attach that or really can relate to how to grow up as a young man in these situations that we grow up in.
Right.
You know, so it's real hard, man. It's a touching situation for me, man. And you know, I don't know how you feel about this, Keith.
Well, as you said, I'm very disappointed. I just feel that no man or no kid should be shot in the back, especially when they're not posing a threat.
In the back.
From what I know as a kid growing up, I run from my mom. I ran from the principal and from the teachers.
Yes, sir.
That's what kids are just prone to do when they're in trouble, to run. They don't want to get caught. So my thing is, if Antoine Rose is 17 years old and you're the cop and you're 27 years old, are you telling me you can't catch him?
Isn't that why they take a fit test?
That's what police training is all about.
Yeah.
You know, but I feel that the problem is that they have this notion of shoot to kill.
Right.
And in my book, that's not fair. I'm getting a little emotional about it because my cousin was murdered, and he wasn't murdered by police, but just the simple fact that he's coming out of an establishment and somebody pull a gun out and shoot him in his car, you know, and it's terrible, man. And it's just sad because being African American men in this world, you know, we have a lot of advantages, but we have a lot of disadvantages.
Sure.
And, you know, I even pray for the officer who even took Antoine's life. I pray that God would just change his life, you know, give him, you know, a remorseful heart. Just, you know, just to be able to just say, hey, you know what I did was wrong. You know what I mean? But I just ask God to forgive me for what I've done.
He's going to need that forgiveness.
You know, so I just feel it was wrong, but at the same time, I think that, you know, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's being shown every time one of these kids get murdered or something happens. There's a light that's being shown.
And that light is shining bright, especially here in Pittsburgh. You know, you talk about your cousin who was murdered. Well, my own cousin, Nicole Daly, was murdered in Pittsburgh, and she was holding her baby in her arms when she was fatally shot, you know, a couple times. She even had the presence of mind to run away from her assailant while holding her baby, almost if nothing of a football field before she finally fell out on the north side. And y'all know Nikki out there, Nikki News, my little cousin. And to this date, there have been no arrests in this case, no arrests. So the message that the Pittsburgh police are sending basically is you can shoot minors and get away with it. You can shoot women with babies and get away with it. That's not the message you want to send.
Right.
That's not what you want the city of Pittsburgh to realize, that you can do these things and get away with it. Okay? So this show at What's Good Pittsburgh, we're about those solutions, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we do have a solution. The solution is you got to have more love in your heart.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
You got to have more God in you.
Big time.
If you got more God in you, more love in you, these things happen less. You can't eradicate the violence, the senseless violence that happens in the world. But if you and me personally have more God in us, more love in us, then these things happen less. Like Dunny talked about, it starts in the home.
That's right.
Parents, teach your children. Let them know how they're being targeted. And it's just not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's a human thing, bro. We have a condition in our world. Look what happened at the Tree of Life Synagogue, right here in Pittsburgh. That senseless violence. Look at what happened in New Zealand.
Terrible.
Senseless violence. My cousin, your cousin, you got family. We all got family that has been a product of this senseless violence. What's the solution? We got to do better. We have to do better individually.
We do.
We all got choices to make every single day. Left, right, up, down. One step, two step. Red shoe, blue shoe. We all got choices to make though. Every single day, all day long. Your choices define who you are.
Right. And I feel that we need to be held accountable to each other. And I think that a lot of people don't have accountability partners. And like, you need to be my accountability partner. If I do something wrong, hey, King, you shouldn't have did that, man. That was wrong. You know, actually, I need to be your accountability partner, you know. And I think that when you have that and it's genuine, you know, it gives you a sense of just an open mind to say, you know what, he was right, I shouldn't have did that. You know, you got to have some type of soul in your body to just, you know, just say, dang, you know, I messed up.
Shouldn't have did that.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't have did that, man. You know,
Then you got the cops. See the mentality of the cops.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that once they put on that uniform,
Yeah, man.
there's a sense of entitlement. There's a sense of empowerment. You know, that they feel like they're more powerful than the regular civilians that's walking the streets.
Right.
Because they carry a gun?
Because they carry a gun. Because they got the badge. Because you can do things like kill Antoine Rose
And get away with it.
and get away with it. You know, even the case in Sacramento when the boy had the cell phone.
Right, right.
And he got shot running away. That cop just beat that case.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
You see a pattern?
It's just a pattern. It's over and over again that this stuff is occurring, and it's terrible. Because then you have, and then it's media driven too. You know, a lot of the media is, you know, they'll sit there and they'll talk bad about the kids, but they won't mention nothing good on what this young man might have done in his life. You don't know what these young men are dealing with growing up in these ghettos, growing up in these neighborhoods where it's violence, there's drug dealing on each corner, you know, and then to tell a kid to go to school and go focus on your math project or to go focus on your science project when you worried about just walking home.
Living. Can I make it home?
So this is the type of things that we got to change, that we have to do to walk the pavement. We got to put the groundwork in. We have to start setting up meetings with the police officers and the community leaders and the community in general so they can feel a pulse of the streets.
That's right.
And what we deal with.
That's right.
Until these the type of things start to happen, then it's going to keep being the same tape that's going to keep rewinding itself over and over again. You know, it's just, it's terrible, man, but it's going to have to take people that's going to have to be, you know, willing to put their voice out there, willing to put their bodies out there, willing to do something for the change.
That's right.
Or it's not going to happen.
Kind of like what we're doing right now.
There
And that's
it
what
is.
we're doing right now at What's Good Pittsburgh.
There it
We're
is.
trying to tell you what's good. You know, there's enough people out there promoting what's bad. They don't need our help.
Exactly.
They're already promoting some pretty bad and horrible things. But we're here to promote what's good. And
You know what else is good?
what's that, bro?
I'm gonna slide into this little segment real quick before we done. I want to give y'all just a quick preview of some Christian hip hop.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Just take a little bit of time. Tell you about this guy's name is Jared Sanders.
Is that the guy you was telling me about?
Yeah, man. He's actually from Virginia.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
He
he's
ain't from
down there.
Pittsburgh?
Nah,
He can't be on the show.
Nah,
He can't be on the show.
But
Exit this out. This part out. It's cut. He ain't from the bird.
he got an album out right now. I ain't messing with Micah. He got an album out right now, and it's actually called "Hurry Up and Wait." And basically, the album is just about do you want your riches now or do you want to wait? Do you want your name up in the rafters or do you want your name in the good book? That's basically what the album is about, man. His name is Jared Sanders.
Jared Sanders.
Jared
I'll make sure I
Sanders.
check him
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, man.
That sounds
And
real interesting.
if you like, secular rap or anything like that, the guy that he actually kind of sounds like is actually Kanye West.
For real?
Okay.
Which one? Wait. Old Kanye or new Kanye?
Yeah, that's
Old
there's a
Kanye.
big
Kanye.
difference.
Big difference.
Old Kanye.
College dropout or
College dropout.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
College
I'll take
dropout.
that Kanye.
Yeah, man.
That was my man. Jesus Walks. I still love that song, bro.
Yeah.
All
Still
day.
love that song. Now, you know what? I do got a joke of the day.
All right.
Okay.
I got a joke of the day. All right. Did you know? And the joke of the day is sponsored by Taquitos Food Truck. We have a sponsor, Taquitos Food Truck. Yep, they're at the Evergreen Cafe on Penn Avenue.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah,
We'll get
yeah,
their
yeah,
number
yeah.
down here. The number should be shown right here. They're one of our sponsors.
Great
You can
food,
get
by the way.
Really good, authentic Mexican, real authentic Mexican. So you go down to Evergreen Cafe, you tell them that Micah sent you from What's Good Pittsburgh, they're going to give you a deal. One of the best deals I like is you get 2 tacos, you get the third one for free.
Nice.
Yeah, so go down there and get you something to eat. Tell them What's Good Pittsburgh sent you. Tell them we sent you, man. Get that deal from Taquitos. Or they have the food truck on Penn Avenue as well, right next to that other pizza shop, which we cannot mention because they're not our sponsor, but Taquitos is. So you know where the food truck is. Hit us in the inbox if you don't know. We'll tell you where it's at. Go down there and get you a free taco. So, joke of the day. You guys ready?
Come on. Ready?
Now, did you know that there used to be cars in Jesus' time? Automobiles, cars in Jesus' time, Jesus' day?
No,
you
I
know
never
that?
knew that. I never knew that.
It says right in the Bible that all the disciples were all in one accord. So what? I don't know how they got all them Hebrew guys in one accord, but it happened. It says so. I seen it. They were all in one. I don't know how they got in there.
That was a good one.
That
man.
must have been a big accord. Was it
That
made
was a
them
good
bigger
one.
back then, or I don't know.
What's good in
Anyway.
Pittsburgh?
Good Pittsburgh.
Is this thing on? Testing. Just checking. All right, well, we got some cash and prizes. We got some things to talk about with our sponsors, fellas. Let's get into that, and so there it goes. Cash and prizes. It's my favorite part of the show. It's our favorite part of the show. Here at What's Good Pittsburgh, we don't just tell you what's good. We like to give you something good. So a lot of times we give you free stuff. Free gifts, discounts on various things. A lot of the places that you shop at in the city of Pittsburgh. And if you're not in Pittsburgh, you can also get some of those discounts and free gifts. Speaking of which, we have sponsors for this show. We're a nonprofit organization. So we have sponsors. We take contributions. So anytime you want to do that and send a contribution to our ministry, we like to give you free stuff.
There you go.
This week, Glory to Glory. We have a book from Minister Diane Bennett, who is a sponsor of this show. And this book is usually $20. But when you go to Minister Bennett's website, and you'll see it down here, so potential sponsors, you can be down here. Holler at us. We'll be there. We'll show up to your business. Me, Keenan, Dunny, we'll show up.
Yes, we will.
Okay? We'll get you hooked up, and we'll get business driven into your places of employment. All right? We'll generate some business. But Minister Diane, Glory to Glory, from Glory to Glory, you don't know what God told me. That's the name of the book. From Glory to Glory. You don't know what God told me.
Nice.
So this book, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to your life. It's a gift to your life. It's a gift to your soul. whenever you order a copy of this book, which was originally $20, Minister Diane took it down to $15. She's sponsoring the show, discount, and free shipping.
Discount.
Appreciate it.
Discount. Not to mention, for every book that is sold, she's going to give $5 back to Heavenbound Ministries.
Nice.
Oh,
So we
lovely.
can keep
Great.
the show
Beautiful.
going.
Lovely.
So we
Beautiful.
can keep all these guys here paid. So we can keep our production paid. And we can keep putting our voice out there. What's good, Pittsburgh? So not only is this going to be a gift to your soul, but when you order it from the Diane Bennett website, which is right down here, you will get the gift wrap book. This is how they come. They're all gift wrapped. It's gift wrapped because it's going to be a gift to you. It's a blessing to you. Thank you for ordering the book. Thank you for sponsoring What's Good Pittsburgh, Heavenbound Ministries, Community Outreach Ministries, and we're going to give you a gift. Free shipping, $5 off the book,
Yes, sir.
and totally gift wrapped.
Nice.
And we get a piece so that the ministry can keep going. Amen.
on, man.
Lights got to keep going on.
Amen.
These lights ain't paying for themselves.
No, they don't.
Amen.
We know that.
So help us out. We'll continue to help you out. And we're going to have a lot more sponsors and stuff like that. And actually, I think we got some money coming now, Keenan.
There is a trivia question, y'all. So I need y'all to get ready for this trivia question. It's
like
going to be
trivia.
great, okay? It's going to be a great trivia question. It's going to test your knowledge to see how good and how smart you are. You know what I mean? First place, check this out. First place gets $25, okay, to Giant Eagle, okay? But if you live out of town, we can just send that to a Visa. Come on now. Second place,
Hey,
$15 for second place, and then $10 for third place. I mean, if you get first, second, or third, you can't go wrong. You always gonna get some money.
It's free.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's all about
First
you.
come, first serve.
Come on,
That's
man.
right.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna toss it to my homeboy Dunny. He gonna give you the trivia question. Go on, big dog.
Well, we're going to start it like this. The trivia question is, how many Pittsburgh Steelers are in the Hall of Fame? We're going to test y'all sport knowledge on this one.
That's a good question, man.
all right, now, if you know the answer to that question, you have to hit the subscribe button.
Right here.
If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Like our page, What's Good Pittsburgh, on Facebook. 3 words, What's Good Pittsburgh. You'll see the logo. That's us. Hit the like button. Go to our instant messenger. Answer the question.
There you go.
If you're the first place winner, you'll get $25 Giant Eagle gift card free of charge. We'll send it to you. Second place, $15.
15.
Third place, you still get blessed. $10. I can get some stuff.
Listen, man, I can do a lot with $10, bro.
I can make it happen.
I'm
with
telling
$10
you,
You can.
Giant
I
Eagle.
can do a lot with $10.
Answer the question. Hit the like button. Give us the little heart. You know, whatever you do, hit the subscribe button. We'll know if you subscribe.
Yeah,
We'll
we
know if you
will.
like us.
We will.
That qualifies you. Answer the question. We'll send it out to you. Okay. Well, Pittsburgh, we thank you for your time. We thank you for your attention. And as always, we like to give you guys 3 rules to live by. Love God, love one another, and love to do good. Peace.
Shalom.